Terrell Josh Johnson, Seconds Out, here with the legendary Bob Arum. Bob, how are you?
Good, thank you.
First, talk about this amazing fight we have tomorrow, Josh Taylor against Teofimo Lopez, and why the people should tune in.
Well, they're two really terrific fighters. Two guys are going to come and bring it, and it's going to be an unbelievable fight to watch, I believe. I mean, they're evenly matched. There's arguments on both sides. So I think the fans are in for a big treat. And, I say this, I'm not selling anything because the tickets are sold out. The fight is free on ESPN. So if people just want to have a good time and watch a good fight, they should certainly tune in to ESPN and watch this fight.
Josh Taylor is the favorite tomorrow night, but does he have a rematch clause in the event that he loses?
There is no rematch clause.
No rematch clause. So both fighters, Taylor has switched trainers after what many would call a subpar performance by him. Teofimo actually apologized here at Madison Square Garden to his fans after his last win. Obviously, the winner is on top of the world. What does the loser have to fall back on?
Well, Josh Taylor is not figuring out if he loses what he has to fall back on, and neither is Teofimo if he loses. So I don't. I just look if the winner has a lot of riches in store for him.
Let's go back a couple of weeks ago. We were in Vegas for the Devin Haney Vasily Lomachenko fight. Very close fight. A lot of people thought Lomachenko won. What's the latest on Haney re-signing with Top Rank? We see Bill Haney is here today, but we also know that Devin Haney has reached out to Matchroom and Eddie Hearn about a potential Regis Pro Grace fight.
Well, again, no question that Devin is a free agent. We have had a great relationship with him over the last couple of years. We will be discussing his plans after this fight. And if what we have to offer is better for him than what Eddie or anybody else has to offer, I'm sure he'll sign with us because he has a good relationship. But that's not unusual for the sport of boxing. I mean, now we're in an era where fighters sign multi-year contracts. When you go back to the 80s and 90s, that wasn't the case. You did fights for guys, one-off, and if they had a relationship with you, they come back for their next fight, but they weren't obligated to do it. And that made for, I think, a better atmosphere than now where fighters enter into long-term deals.
Devin has talked about moving up, and I just heard Bill Haney and Teofimo Lopez Sr. saying if Teo wins tomorrow that he would love to fight Haney. Is Devin Haney fighting the winner of the fight tomorrow what you would like to do?
I would like to do what they want to do, man. I don't get in the ring and get my face pushed in. I mean, if a fighter wants a particular fight and his opponent wants that fight, why wouldn't I do it? But that's a misconception that everybody has, that it's the promoter that's a puppeteer and the fighters are puppets. That's not true. That's not the way it works. I mean, if Teofimo does win and Devin wants to fight Teo and Teo wants to fight Devin, why wouldn't we do it?
Jared Anderson, probably your most talented heavyweight. How long do you think Anderson is ready to challenge for a title? Probably not this year, but do you see it happening next year or maybe in 2 years?
Well, let's see. I mean, he's really stepping up now, fighting 10-round fights. He's fighting his next fight against this Kazakh fighter, who is also a knockout guy, who is undefeated, a big guy, and that's July 1st in Toledo. And then we're going to, if he gets through that fight, we're going to bring him back at the end of August and have him fight more regularly. And then we'll see where he is and what he's ready for. You know, to say that he's going to fight for a title the middle of next year or the end of next year, how do I know? Again, it would depend. It will depend on his performances.
Last one from me. Who are some top ranked fighters that our audience should keep their eyes on?
Well, certainly Keyshawn Davis. I think he's a phenomenal kid and a really good fighter. The guy who just beat Conlon Lopez is really going to be something. The one of the featherweight champion and one of Robsy Ramirez is a real prodigy, and Janabek, the middleweight, is I think the best middleweight out there. But the guy I'm really most excited about is Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson is like a once-in-a-generation talent.
Thanks for your time, Bob.
Thank you.